Alrighty, so I feel like if you see me wearing like this shirt, you know what's happening. I'm doing another little makeover. I always seem to wear this shirt or the other one when I do makeovers. I think it's just because they're very comfy. You probably see me sitting in a different area. Usually I'm behind you. Now I'm over here because this is the area that I'm gonna do the makeover to. Now here's the thing. Most of it's kind of done. First makeover I did, okay, well that was that room. The second makeover I did was like this area here, like the living room setup. Usually you see me sitting on the couch, like that area I did. And then last week, which y'all love that video, I redid the kitchen area and it looks so beautiful. The light that's coming through the window right now, oh my goodness. Like, look at the light. It's so pretty. Well, there was more light coming out of it when I was looking at it 2 seconds ago. Anywho, I'm gonna tackle this side. We're gonna give this a little mini makeover because I wanna sit and I wanna watch TV on the TV. If you're new to my channel and you like crocheting and yarn and thrifting and the 80s and a little bit of camper renos, a little bit because I don't do them too much, why not hit the subscribe button? This is the space. I've already brought the TV in because it's super heavy and I needed my dad's help. The space as it is now is after I did a makeover, but I just put wallpaper up and I took some things away like those purple curtains, but I thought I would show you what it looked like before I even did anything. This was like the first week of owning the camper. It had these purple weird curtains that didn't really move. They were just there for decor, and it had like this wallpaper that kind of looks like lime wash, but I don't like lime wash. I really don't, because I think it looks like this type of wallpaper from the 90s. And I'm not a fan of this. But yeah, this is what it looked like before I did anything to it. A little bit about the space before we really get into it. First off, this I got at an estate sale. It is crocheted. It is chevron and it is in the back loop. So then that's what creates like the ridges. It's very pretty. I wish I crocheted it. I don't crochet blankets because they take forever. This is the TV I found on the side of the road. Unfortunately, it does not work. It's also very small, but I would have dealt with it. If this would have worked, I would have been fine. Then we have this JVC, which I got at an estate sale. Then we got this, which is a tape rewinder. I either got it at an estate sale or I thrifted it. I feel like this is an estate sale find. Over there, that thing is actually something my dad found on the side of the road. So if you're wondering where I get that from, it's my dad. And it's a nice hutch. It is a little 2000s, a little too modern. I think it's gonna be okay. And that's gonna go where this chair is. Now, in my last video, I got curtain crazy and I just put curtains up everywhere. Speaking of which, I now put the little curtain up here, which matches this curtain and it matches the curtain over there. But I finally put that up and it looks so pretty. And if anyone's wondering, well, you're covering the top of the art, I know. But also when I film, that's all you see. It's just to cover up the blinds. I want to put a curtain rod over here. This, I think I'm just gonna leave because I don't feel like taking it down and I'm like running low out of this stuff. So I want to put like a curtain rod here with like some curtains to like block this light. I think that pretty much sums up what I'm gonna be doing in this corner. Just gotta start moving things around. Let's start doing this little mini makeover. This is what it looks like now. I know I did a big move and I moved things without showing y'all. I need my dad's help to move this big TV up. It's so heavy, like I couldn't do it. I just wheeled this in just to make sure that it fit. But I think it looks pretty good like this. Yes. Do we see the vision? I feel like this is still a little modern, but I do need something to put my VCR and DVD player in. So I just wanted something there. If I find something that is more 80s, more 70s, more even early 90s, then yes, I will swap it out. But I think for right now, it's fine. I did move the chair here. I think I want to put the chair here or I want to put the chair there. I just have to put some stuff in my storage unit. Yes, I have not done that yet. The thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean this off, clean that off. There's a tape in there. I wonder what tape's in there. I didn't put a tape in there. I bought it. So that'll be fun when I turn this thing on and we'll see what movie it is. Okay, let's eject this tape and see what it is. Star Trek! That's fun! Well, it looks like they only got halfway through and then they stopped watching it. That's sad. This is where I'm gonna leave it for today. I know I really didn't do that much, but I did get that in and it's set up to go. It's just I need the power bar, which I don't have. And then I have the TV. I just need to plug it in and do all that stuff. The other thing I want to do is put up the Christmas lights. Again, do not have them, so I can't do that today. Other than that, I think that's really all I can do for today. I have my fan on me because I don't have the air conditioning on at this moment because it's real loud. I was not going to change the back of my couch, but then I remembered that I got this blanket at an estate sale. And so yesterday on my Instagram, I posted, should I change the blanket up for the rest of the summer? I feel like this blanket here is very much fall. I want to bring it back in like October kind of thing. With over 300 votes, we're gonna switch blankets to this one. And just by the feeling of it, it feels scratchy, which I think means it's old acrylic yarn. And I'm fine with old acrylic yarn. You know me, I don't judge. So I will be changing the back of the couch. So let's just do that now because the camera's on me, and then we'll move on to the other things that I have to do. I have had this on the couch since pretty much day one. I think I originally bought this blanket because I thought, oh, let's like make a sweater or something. And I'm like, no, this would be perfect for the couch. I get a lot of comments on like what yarn this is. This is thrifted. I have no idea. And trust me, if I knew what yarn this was, I would let y'all know because I also really want to know what yarn this is because it's so cute and pretty. But if anyone out there knows what yarn this is, please let me know because I want to know. And then that way everybody can know. There we have it. My favorite square. I don't know where it is. I saw it and it's gone. But there's one square in particular that oh. It's this one. This is my favorite square and it's hidden. It's fine. This is the power bar that I got. I got it because it has the flat end on it. Because where the plug is literally between the cabinet and like the console that's built in. And so I just don't think that like a regular plug, it would stick out too much. And that means I'd have to move the cabinet over a bit. This is actually quite a nice one. It does have like all these. Unfortunately, they will not be used by me because they will be hidden in the cabinet. About this doodad, what this is good for is it's gonna go into the back of the TV. And then that way I will be able to plug the DVD player in here and I'll be able to plug the VHS player as well. Then the last thing that I got, the one thing that I'm not gonna put up today because I don't have the hooks, these, okay? They are indoor-outdoor holiday lighting. I really like these. I actually have these ones hanging up in my room. However, I will say they do get very hot. Okay, I do not have them touching the wall. They are on hooks in the ceiling and they're away from the wall. So if you buy these, they get hot. I don't want you to burn down your house because you know how I feel about fire, particularly a crocheted lamp shade. It hasn't burned down yet. I think it has deformed a little bit because of the heat. For this curtain rod, I'm actually just going to be hanging it on these like command strip things that go on the wall because of the door frame. I can't really drill into it, so I thought this was a good alternative. What I like about this is that I can turn it on and off, shut it off, it's all off, and I can turn it on. So then that way everything isn't going when I'm not in the camper. I like to shut everything off when I'm not in the camper. I also like to unplug the camper when I'm not using it. So then this can just go back there. We're gonna see if this works, okay? Okay, let's turn the TV on. Okay, I'm having a technical difficulty, so let me fix this and we'll come back.
The next day.
Okay, after countless hours trying to figure this out, I got it to work. Oh, that's real close. I'm so sorry. I got it to work. I put the first DVD that I saw, and that's Hocus Pocus. Some issues. This is what happened. I really thought that I was not going to be able to finish this video the way that I wanted to finish it with the TV setup and everything. This is what happened. First off, the plugs that look like those plugs there do not want to work with the TV. The TV has the plugs and it does not want to work with it. And so I'm like, okay, well, there has to be another way in order to get the feed from here to there. That thing there, which looks like, I have another one. Ooh, this right here. I grew up with these, but I was so used to like the three little red, white, and yellow cables that I didn't even think about this being able to plug in. This works on the back of the TV. Now, here's the kicker. I found this, which I think also was my grandfather's. The DVD works. The VHS does not. I put it in there, picture will come up, but it makes some real funky sounds that I'm not on board with. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna use the DVD player from this, but I'm gonna use the VHS from that VHS. The only thing I gotta do is whatever I wanna watch, I just have to take this plug out, plug it into the other thing. But I did it, y'all. I got it working. I got it working, and I am so happy that I got it working, because I was very bummed out today and yesterday that I couldn't get it working, and I'm like, oh, like I have this TV, and yes, I know it works, and it would work with all the things, but it's not it. It's not. Look at how skinny that TV is. I don't want a skinny TV. I want that beautiful, beautiful chunky TV. I want that TV. I think today I might just set all the stuff back up and just get rid of the VCRs and TVs I don't need, and just have this nice and organized now that I know that it works. The only other problem is I don't have the remote for this. I mean, I can deal without not having a remote. I would like a remote, but I'm really glad I got the TV to work. This makes me so happy. Okay, it is the final day of this makeover. I'm getting it done today. The last thing I have to do is hang up the Christmas lights and clean up. I ended up picking these ones up because I want to put them on the ceiling, and then that way I can hang the lights from it. The mini living room makeover is done. You can see I did put the lights up. I'm gonna have to come back at nighttime to see how they look, because like right now it's pretty bright outside, but it is pretty cozy in here. I was able to get the VCR working, DVD player working, and I did get the TV working, which is fantastic. Over here I changed out the blanket for this one. I think this one's really great for the summer. That's pretty much all I did for this area. I just wanted, you know, to freshen up the couch a little bit. And then over here, this, I actually thrifted so long ago. I never knew what to do with it. A little ottoman, so I thought I would just cover it up, jazz it up a little bit, make it look cute. And then over here, we do have the clock, the grandfather clock from Stranger Things. Still can't believe I made this thing. It's crazy. And it still tells time. That's great. The last makeover I did was like this side. I think I focused more like over here, the wallpaper and like adding everything to the wall, but I never really did anything in that area. I was just kind of like waiting for, I don't know, inspiration, I guess. I found it. Putting that TV there is just perfect. I was watching a little bit of Stranger Things like you saw, and like Stranger Things is meant to be watched on that type of TV. I don't care if it's a clear picture. I don't care if it's the best sound. I just want Stranger Things on a tube TV. It's amazing and I love it. The only thing is, I don't know what happened to the remote. My dad says there's a box of remotes somewhere in the basement, so guess that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend, is looking for those remotes. The VHS player, I really don't care if there's a remote for. I think there's one that was my grandfather's that there's probably a remote for, but growing up, I don't ever remember using a remote control for the VHS player because it got lost along the way. That's not really a problem. The only problem is the DVD player, I do need a remote because I had to sit through like 15 minutes of Netflix ads in order to get to the main menu because I couldn't skip them. I'm so glad I got it working. I was very frustrated the other day when it just would not cooperate, and I was like panicking because I'm like, well, I have this idea in my head, and if I can't do it, I'm gonna be upset. Being able to get the TV working and figuring that out is great. If one day down the line I find another TV that maybe the jacks work in the back, like, you know, the red, yellow, and white little cables, maybe I'll pick it up. But for now, I got it working It's fine. For me to go between the VHS player and the DVD player, all I have to do is just take the cable out of the DVD player and put it into the VCR and vice versa. I have so many VHSs that I want to watch because I grew up in the 90s, so like those movies that came out in the 80s and the 90s that just weren't my thing back then because I was watching Littlefoot and cartoons back then. I really want to watch them now, and every time I go on to like Netflix and Amazon and Disney and all those things, they never have the movies that I want to watch, but I have them on VHS. Also, for anybody who collects VHSs or is worried about me using VHSs in here, I'm not going to be keeping them in here. I'm going to be keeping them in the house where they are safe. If I want to watch a VHS, I will bring the VHS out here and then bring it back when I'm done. So, just letting y'all know that so I don't get comments being like, oh, you can't keep them in there because of the moisture and stuff. I know that, and that's why I keep them in the house. I really do like the chair over here instead of here. I feel like every time I came into the camper, the chair was just in the way and it just took up so much space over there. Yes, it does take up space here, but once I am able to move my sweaters and stuff into my storage unit, I'm going to have a lot more room over in that area. That's like, you know, where my little kitchen area, the last makeover I did last week. I also do have a huge bin of yarn that I do want to put in my little storage area, aka the bathroom, that I don't use as a bathroom because it stores my yarn. Unfortunately, the door won't close with it, so I think that's going to be my next little mini makeover, organizing and making my yarn room look better. I also want to take the door off and I want to make a beaded curtain. I just have to figure out how to make that beaded curtain. That's really it. I just want this space to be so cozy, and I just want to watch like TV and crochet. There's a lot of videos that I want to do where I just want to sit in here and just like talk to the camera and crochet, and now I can do that. Look forward to some of those videos coming up. I wanted to refresh the space. I guess that's what it was, and it wasn't a full makeover. It was just like a little refresh, just adding some new things in, moving some stuff around. You ever get it where you just have to move your bedroom around, or you have to move like furniture around just because you're so sick of looking at it, and then once you do it, you're like, it's a completely new room, and I love it. That was this. That was what happened with this space. I just needed to change it up a little bit. All right, so I think that does it for this video. So y'all have a good day now.